This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and about to put this computer together. Not gonna do a video showing me putting it together, because I don't think that would be very interesting. Seeing me sit here and having to go through editing, probably taking an hour, making sure components work and things like that. I will show you some of this stuff outside of the box, maybe together and things like that as this video continues. But for right now, there are no plans to sit here and just construct it, you know, and post that. But I just want to first of all show you real quick what's going inside. You've seen some of the stuff with the previous video, but just want to go over it again before I start, and also show you some stuff that you probably didn't see before. First, of course, over there in the back, the Z97 PC Mate MSI motherboard that I got. That's going to be, great, because it will allow me to get a new processor if I decide to. It's compatible with the upcoming 5th generation of the iCore processors, so that's cool. Of course, you see all the way in the back right hand side that little blue box. That is the i7 3.6 gigahertz processor that can be clocked up to 4.0 gigahertz if I want to. Motherboard does support overclocking, so if I want to overclock stuff, I can do it with no problem. So that's going to be the quote-unquote engine of my computer. The 8 gigabyte card you see right underneath the processor. G.Skills DDR3. Just 8 for now. The motherboard supports 32 gigs, so I have a lot of room for expanding. But as I said in the previous video, I'm not rushing to spend a lot of money at the moment. I can always come back and do that. Right, for what I want to do with this PC, this setup is fine. Now, something that you didn't see in the other video is that disk drive, which is my trusty old Blu-ray burner. I got this off a new egg. Oh, had to have had it at least, I want to say, 4 years now. It's actually older than my old computer. Yeah, I bought it for, I want to say, $60 off a new egg. It burns Blu-rays. I forget the exact speed of it. I wonder if it actually says it on the drive itself. The speed, on this label. No, it doesn't. But it'll burn Blu-rays, DVDs, CDs. It'll play Blu-rays, DVDs, CDs, what have you. So it's a good drive. It's an LG drive. Comes with software that lets you utilize all of its capabilities. So check it out. It's probably dirt cheap now. I don't even think people care about Blu-ray burners anymore, to be quite honest. But you can get one for under $50. So if you want a Blu-ray burner, definitely go look on Newegg. Check that out. You can get one for cheap. The 1 terabyte Western Digital hard drive that they gave me is just a regular SATA hard drive, not a solid state, because like I said before, I can pick up a solid state for maybe $50 right now. I'm just working within my budget, so solid state drive will come pretty soon. Don't worry about that. Then I could use that as my boot drive and just use this as storage. Um, the power supply right here, Roswell, 630 watt power supply. Good enough for what I'm using now because my video card doesn't require that much power. It can actually be ran off the motherboard. I don't have to, connect it to the power supply, which is a good thing. The video card is right to the right of the power supply on the top. You can see it right there. The Asus NVIDIA card. It is a GTS 650, 2 gigs of video memory. It works pretty well, and it'll do what I need to do if I want to do some PC gaming. I'm not at the hardcore stage anymore of my life when it comes to PC gaming. To be quite honest, as much as I love gaming, I'm probably not as hardcore as I used to be anyway. So I'm not, overall. So I'm not stressing myself going out and finding a $300 plus video card um, for PC gaming right now when this one works just fine for the like 80, 90 bucks that I spent on it about a year and a half ago. So I'm good. I'm very good. And you can barely see it in the frame down here. But that's a sound card that I picked up for 20 bucks. Um, it is a Creative Labs Sound Blaster. I've always been a fan of Sound Blasters. I got it because, as you can see from the ports, maybe you can't because it might be a little dark in here right now, but it has a digital optical ports to it. And that was one of the main reasons I wanted to get it. So if I wanted to get some new speakers, I haven't bought any in a while, but I could at least get one that has digital optical output and get a more robust sound system if I want to really go all out for my PC. I think the main thing that you should get from this setup is that I picked the setup that I felt gave me options. The motherboard gives me options to go scale higher with the processor, with the memory, to be able to overclock things if I wanted to push a little more power. It gives me that option so I can continue to make the PC grow. The processor itself lets you do a little overclocking. That gives me options. The sound card with the different inputs for sound, that gives me options. I got a power supply that has a decent enough power where I can, if I upgrade my video card, I can get a lot of different video cards. I don't necessarily have to upgrade the power supply to upgrade the video card immediately. I can still get a decent card before that's an issue. And the hard drive, it's a free hard drive. I can always take the option of getting an SSD and coupling it with that hard drive. So that's why I got it for the $550 price that I got this. I think it'll end up being $500 after I send in the rebate from Newegg. That's why I did this, because you know, I could scale up comfortably. While at current time still have a really good performance out of the PC, and to be able to do what I want to do, the more robust video editing that I want to learning different software and running it fine, multitasking, schoolwork, being able to like take care of projects for network administration, things like that. That's why I got this, because it puts a lot of options on the table for me. Not because it's the sexiest thing in the world. Don't need that. I need functionality, and this is what I'm getting out of this right now. So that's the setup. I will be back with, hopefully, a fully functioning, working computer that I built on my own. So we'll see. Alright everybody, PC's together, as you can see, the front of it right here. Um, don't actually have it plugged into the HDMI cord right now because I turned it to the side, but I was using my TV to do the installation for this. Um, I actually like using my my TV for a computer monitor. By the way, it's kind of sexy. But anyway, um, so this is the Cobra Z Raid Max case. As you can see, it's pretty big. It's very nice though. I like the convenience of this case. It really does make doing this whole you know upgrade and installation process very smooth. It makes me wonder why I never invested on building a computer before. Anyway, as you can see, there's 3 optical drive bays, and this latch comes off pretty easy. Let me show you real quick. Probably need to adjust the lighting too in here so you guys can get a better idea. One second. Trying to turn on as many lights as I can to, create a better view. My apartment has shitty lighting. Alright, that's much better. Anyway, so these drive bays come off really easy. You just pull this in and slide that out. And just put it back in. Make sure I put this back in properly. It's probably easier from the other side. The camera's in the way. Snap back in, and there we go. Snap back in. Alright. So, that's simple. You got the standard buttons, power, reset button. It comes with 2 USB ports that are 3.0. It actually has a cable for you to plug it in and enable these as 3.0 USB ports. So that's good. The motherboard itself already had 6. So it pretty much gives me 8. And one thing that I think is really cool, by the way, this is the oldest keyboard I could find in the world, I'm sure. And it's dusty as hell for a reason, because it's been stuck up in my closet since I don't have my other keyboard, because I getting rid of my Dell. That's being shipped out probably as soon as this video is over. But anyway, yeah, it has a couple of PS2 ports, basically the purple and green port that you see on some computers, mostly older computers, where you're supposed to put your mouse and keyboard at. I love that, because now I can go ahead and get a cheap keyboard for now. I'm not using this computer to do any like serious hardcore gaming or anything like that, so I don't need no competitive edge and all of that stuff. Just for doing standard stuff, video editing, and school projects for network administration. So I don't need to have the best of the best for the keyboard. Doesn't have to be the sexiest. Doesn't have to be the sexiest mouse. But it frees up those 2 USB ports, and I got a lot of devices that use USB. My Elgato, a couple of external drives, my webcam, and my Xbox 360 controller. So it helps to have that freedom. Now I don't have to worry about wasting 1 or 2 slots with either both the keyboard and mouse or a dongle for a wireless combination. I might get a wireless though eventually. I have to think on that, but for now I could spend $10-15, get a keyboard and a mouse from Logitech, and I'm good. So that's good. But let me adjust this a little bit, because I want to raise it so you guys can be able to see. And yeah, you see the mess from the installation. I'm gonna raise this a little bit, but hold on, let me lower it first before I show you guys the inside. I just thought about that. The front panel is really cool. There's a fan in the front. This case actually has 2 fans, and you'll see it from the inside. But the fan in front lights up in the same color of the framing right there. They have different colors. I know they have green. I know they have red. I think they have purple. And this one blue. The blue came with the combo set that I got. So let me turn this on, and as you can see right there, lights up. It looks pretty cool. That's another thing though with this system, is that it not only looks good, the case, but it's very roomy inside, and you'll see in a second how roomy it is inside. Very easy to get in and out, like you saw with the panel, to put in optical drives. Lots of space, and it has the front fan, the rear fan, that keeps things really cool. So with whatever fan you have on your processor, if you even get a cooling system, it'll just like make it even more. Every time I've turned on my system and looked at the BIOS to see like the temperature, it's always been 40 or below for the processor and the motherboard, which is pretty good. So it gets good air circulation, and it also they have these like little mesh gratings. Like on top, there's this. You see these holes, but you can't see underneath. It's kind of like a mesh type of thing that you could take off real easily. That collects the dust. You just take that off. You wipe it, and boom, you know, you're good to go. But let me turn this off real quick. Alright, so I can show you guys the back of this PC. Move this. See if this is in frame. Slightly out. Let me. That should be good enough for you guys to see. And forgive the bad lighting. It's just how my apartment is. But again, real easy to access. Just have these like little screws in back of both of the panels that you just twist off, pull out. I'm not sure you could see when I grab it, but there's handles. There's handles right here that flip out, so you can just slide it back a little, flip it off, boom. It also has this cool window on the side that you can see through. Like, I'm holding it up in front. You can kind of see stuff. It's not really much inside to see. That I don't have anything that lights up, but there's the inside of the case. Got my sound card, my video card, my Intel processor. I'm just using the regular Intel heatsink for now. Not going to be extra fancy. Power supply at the bottom. Make sure to put the fan at the bottom for those who don't know, because there's exhaust. There's exhaust holes. I guess I should say. Damn, I don't know why I kind of blanked out of that, but you can circulate the air better there. And again, underneath they have those mesh things where you can just go in, take off the mesh, wipe it off, put it back on. It makes it easy to keep the PC clean. My cabling's kind of okay. I kind of slid some stuff out the way with these ties and things like that. Kind of awkward with this cord for the controller power, but it's really cool because they actually give you this box right here that comes with a bunch of goodies. One thing in particular, like, of course they have all your screws. And by the way, I'm not sure what I should do with this PC speaker thing, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. But not sure what port this goes in. Anybody knows what this is for and where to put it, let me know. Where to put it on the motherboard. But give you that bag of screws, all the connectors inside, so you can connect the system fans. You can connect the front panel buttons and power those up. It's really, really cool. They also give you these. These are the cable ties. They're Velcro, so don't have to worry about melting or anything like that. They give you several different sizes. They give you like a really tiny one. They give you a long one. They give you a mid-sized one. So you can bundle your cables pretty well however you want to. It's really good. One thing to what I was talking about, the optical drive, easy to slide in. All you gotta do is just, once you pop that panel, hold this down, slide the drive back, and then let it go. Slide it all the way back, and it clicks in. Doesn't move. Stays secure. That is a nice touch. I love the way that computers are now, where you don't have to worry about screws and screwing everything in. They have made very easy ways to secure things. Same thing with the hard drive. Right here, these are the 3.5 bays. This is the 3.5 1 terabyte that they gave me with the set. I'll figure out if I'm going to get me a solid state for a boot drive. But if you want to put the 2.5s, you got 3 slots for those. So technically, you could end up with 6 hard drives in the system. It does support RAID, so if you want to like have a backup hard drive, so everything that you save goes directly to the backup hard drive, you can do that. You can set RAID up. It's compliant with that. Um, Hard drives is really easy because you see these two things right here. Push those in, hard drive starts to slide out. These are easy to install onto the hard drives too, because in that box that I showed you, they also give you these right here. And so when you get the case, you get these right here. Basically what they do is, I don't know how well you can see it, it's not a screw or anything, it just snaps into the holes for the screws. So what you would do is just you would take two for they got the 2.5s and the 3.5s. You just take these two things, mount them on the side, snap them in, and then slide the hard drive in, and you're good to go. And like I said, it's secure. This thing's not going anywhere. Don't have to worry about screws, losing screws, trying to find the screwdriver. You're set. You're easy to go. You pretty much only need a screwdriver when putting together this bundle with this case, just for mounting the motherboard, mounting the power supply. And make sure when you do the motherboard that you locate all the screw holes. I actually missed on one because what I did was I set everything up first on the motherboard, meaning I put the processor, the memory, and the cards on. I probably should have waited until I got this in the case because I missed the screw, and then I noticed it when I was like connecting some of the stuff. I was like, oh shit, there's a screw through. So there's a like empty screw hole. So I had to pull the cards out, then put the screw in, then put the cards back in. So make sure you wait and put your cards in. I suggest that because sometimes they'll locate those holes underneath the cards. Just a tip right there. You can put your memory and your motherboard, and you're pretty much safe with the. I mean, not motherboard. Your processor in. You're pretty safe with those, but other stuff, just wait until you have this completely secured with the screws to put it in. But yeah, pretty simple system to put together. Didn't take me that long. It took me longer than it should have because I got distracted and started doing other things, but that's pretty much it, the setup, the interior. And again, like I said, I don't know if you guys really care to see the back. Guess I could power this off, unplug this, and try to get you guys a shot of the ports. Okay, as quickly as possible, I'm going to show you the back of the computer because my camera died on me while I was trying to do that before. So let's see if I can get this done. Just the real, quick. Just wanted to show you guys what's on the back panel of the motherboard and the system. Have the two PS2 ports, keyboard, mouse, 4 USB, the two 3.0 ports, two, I believe they're 2.1 ports. Also got a couple more USB ports right there. HDMI for the onboard card, and it also has a DVI and a regular VGA. So if you don't want to get a graphics card and you just want to run off the motherboard for the time being, feel free. I luckily had my 650, so I could run off of here, HDMI, DVI, VGA, no problem. But if you're running a tight budget and you just want to get set up with the main bulk of the PC, and just go ahead, buy the kit, put it together, then take your time and find the right video card for you. Because like I said, I'm doing this for different reasons. It's not a gaming solution for me necessarily. It's more of a productivity slash gaming type of thing. So I don't really care about the video cards that much because that's not my prime focus. It's like I'll play some games, but ultimately gaming is not the reason that I wanted this new PC. Want it to be as prepared as I could for my network administration coursework projects, things like that, to be able to do better video editing, do it more efficiently and things like that, and to do like my solo PC repair work and all of that. So that was my purpose of putting this together. It's a nice system, definitely. But also got the audio ports because it does have onboard audio as well, and of course the Ethernet port for your internet. There's my two cards, my sound card, which has the optical ports and the regular, ports for audio. And like I said, that's my video card, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna cut this part of the video so we can get to the main part, and I can tell you my impressions, my thoughts, and let you know what I feel about the system. But at this point, if you have any questions, make sure to type them in the comment section so I can answer them for you as best as possible, okay? So let's move to the last part. Okay, now just to recap, the unboxing that you saw and the footage that you saw of me showing the components, the inside and all of that, that I did about, I want to say, maybe 2 weeks ago. I've had the build for that long, and I didn't mention it because I wanted to make sure everything worked first. Didn't want to come out and say, hey, this is an unboxing, boom, because I'm not view whoring or anything like that. I didn't want to put things out until I was sure that everything was copacetic with this build. So put it together, tried it out, tested it, and I am very satisfied over my 2 weeks of owning this computer. I still kind of miss my old build, but hey, it is what it is. This is bigger, better things. Can't get attached to inanimate objects, just like I'll be doing another video about an inanimate object soon. But anyway, but the computer's dope, and just in case I didn't mention this before, you'll see below me somewhere footage of me playing The Witcher 2. I was recording through OBS. I hadn't gotten all my settings together yet, so it's probably not the best quality it could be. I was just trying to throw something up really quick just to show you, a game running on it. And The Witcher 2 in its time used to be like resource hog. Now it's probably not so much, but it runs very smooth on my computer, as you can see. By the way, you're gonna see me get owned probably somewhere along the line in this video because I haven't played it in a while, and not only that, this thing right here is all types of fucked up. I must have spilled something on it, like some soda or something, because ow, you hear that snap? The left trigger, like, it's hard to push, and then the buttons were really hard to push. Like now the X button is a little looser than it was, but it gets stuck now and then. Same thing with the, see, I gotta put force on the B button. So I think I fucked up my 360 controller, which sucks because I'll probably have to replace it. I think they're only 20 bucks, so it's cheap, but I ain't getting replaced anytime soon. I guess this is my excuse to go back to learn mouse and keyboard again. I used to know it, but I stopped gaming on PC so long ago that I'm very rusty at this. I tested out a couple of other games too, like StarCraft. I always play StarCraft. Used to play that on my old computer a lot, but I tested that out at the full settings, which I kind of couldn't get on a store-bought Dell at the time. Actually, I could get it, but it was kind of, sluggish. Whereas with this, it just flies. It's beautiful, loving that. I actually did fire up the Battlefield Hardline beta too, and that looked good. I should have set up OBS sooner, but
I just been going back and forth putting stuff on the computer. Hadn't really gotten to put OBS on, and today I decided, you know what? I just posted this unboxing. I might as well get some footage really quick. So I just installed OBS so I can show you guys at least a little bit of footage of gameplay from this PC. But works fine. You know, easy boot up. I don't regret not going ahead and spending extra money and getting the solid state drive yet, although I'm still debating on getting that, because yes, I know solid state drives as a, you know, operating system drive, it'll boot much faster, but I don't think I'm in that a rush to boot up my computer. I mean, the thing boots up fast as it is now, so I'm not wasting time. You know, it's a matter of seconds, to be quite honest. It's not like it takes minutes. So I don't know why I should stress that, but it's something that I probably would like to have. So eventually I might do that. Like I said before, my whole thing about this whole build, which in total cost me $550 with a couple of rebates. My whole thing was getting together a computer that will be multifunctional and help me when it comes to doing stuff like learning Photoshop, possibly learning Illustrator, things like that. Different programs, working on network administration project that I'll have from school, things like that, and you know, just being a little more efficient with my YouTube stuff. It's much faster to render video and things like that. It's really great. I love how Vegas works with this computer, so that definitely helps. Uploads are better, downloads are better. You know, got a little more horsepower in the engine, but things run better. I am going to do a video talking about different components for people, because I feel like I should talk about you know, choices that you can make, because like the build I have, I'm not going to sit here and say that this is the build that everyone should get. This is the build that I got purposely for myself. It fit my needs, it fit my current wants, and you know, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you guys that this is something that you gotta get. You know what I mean? There's things in here that I really like. Like, I love the motherboard. I love the fact that I will be able to upgrade my processor up to the next generation of Intel processors, so that's a benefit. I love the fact that it maxes out at 32 gigs of memory, so I got a lot of headroom there. It allows for RAID. It has, you know, the slots inside allows for most, at least 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe 5 hard drives, 3 regular SATA drives, and then like 2 SSDs, I believe. Although you can go back and rewind the video, when you see the inside, you can see. And I'll try to make sure to put that in the notes, because I'm going to put some notes in the description so you guys will know exactly what each part is. The link to the bundle that I got, I'm going to put in there. I think it may have went up in price about $20 or so, but it's still under $600, so you're still not going to spend a whole lot of money. But there's some things that you can do if you want to get a better build. And again, I'm going to talk about different components and different do-it-yourself combos that I've seen, and you know, discuss what you might want to look for, how much you might want to spend, things like that, in a upcoming video, or maybe a video series. I'm not sure how I'm going to break that down yet, but overall, love the computer. Having a blast with it so far, because it's letting me be more efficient and do a lot more things, be able to multitask a lot better. Games run fine. I did a bunch of you know, tests using 3D marks, doing benchmarks and stuff like that, and got pretty good scores. My scores were in the middle to, you know, not the upper class, but like the lower half of the upper third, kind of is where I settled in, between middle and there. So pretty good. I'm satisfied with that. Of course, I could always get a better graphics card and make that better, but I'm happy with the 650 right now. Because again, I didn't build this just to game, you know. So that's where I'm at now with this computer. So yeah, definitely satisfied with my choice, but um, you guys hit me up and let me know what you think of it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me exactly what you think of it. Ask me exactly what you need to know, like if you have any questions on what you should get or anything like that. Like I said, I'll try to address these in other videos, but I can answer that here too. But I guess that's it. No more rambling on for me. As always, hit me up, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Megas, and I'm out. See you, sis.